historic trash and recycling thing.
We're heading into the Jamestowne settlement, the cradle of America. I don't know that that's true, but I wanted to think of something awesome to say. Everyone calls it that.
It's the birthplace of America.
The birthplace of America.
There you go.
I stand corrected. Much like our founding fathers.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
These quirks. This looks like the Book of Cows.
Oh, yeah?
Just be there.
What everybody does. What's that?
It says it's okay. Try it again tomorrow.
It's because you love strawberries.
I do love strawberries. Oh, look at strawberry. It's like an even bigger one.
Oh, yeah.
It's like recycled.
Kind of North Academy colors.
It is, isn't it? It's kind of ruined with blue and orange.
A little book section. There's an avocado. Over here, there's an avocado.
Oh,
I'll show you.
my God.
Almond. Pausing only. When I was a kid, these are what I wanted. Do not play with the toy guns. Look, it says, do not play with the toy guns. Well, what are you supposed to do? Avocado.
There's a book over there that's titled Good Wives, Nasty Wenches.
Look,
I don't know what it's about.
here's a whole bunch of avocados.
The crown.
Look, there's a marshmallow and a little fire.
There's many marshmallows. Some of them are unhappy to be there. There's a ship in a
Oh,
bottle.
that's actually really cool. I always wanted a good ship in a bottle, and that's pretty good.
You have a fire starting again?
Yeah, in case you want to turn it on. Mugs and mugs for days.
Some Colorado pottery.
Colorado pottery in the heart of Jamestown.
I like this. Is that something a wizard would have?
Oh yeah, that's nice. I think it's fun because when I was a kid, I think all our school systems came here for your 4th grade field trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what this reminds me of. And I feel like I remember there being a really good glass blower. Christmas decorations. Wow, that's pretty cool. I'm not sure that it's real.
You can buy it.
You can buy it. Alright, well, it's a pretty good mug.
That is pretty good. So it's Susan on it.
Yeah, Susan Constable. Do you know the name of the 3 ships that are here?
Mayflower.
It is not the Mayflower. Definitely not the Mayflower. Yeah, a little bird near the Mayflower. There's lots of bee stuff.
Oh my God. Bees.
Like Joseph and Mary, we've been turned away. So now we're heading to, apparently, the other part of the museum that we didn't know about.
It's like a trail in it.
A mile down the road, they said, to the national park. This is the state park. And I guess we'll come back later and do the state park stuff. But for now, on to the national park it is. All right, we've been turned away from one museum, and now we're heading to another one. Historic Jamestown, which has an E on it.
At the
And Jamestown Island.
It's not.
Apparently. It's been a long time since I've been here, like 4th grade. So now we're on the Colonial Parkway. Very end of it. Heading towards historic Jamestowne Visitor Center, guided tours. Let's see what this is. Chenko was right over there.
Oh my god, it's a bald eagle. Is that not a bald eagle?
It absolutely is.
Oh my god. We're seeing all the wildlife today.
Yeah.
The majestic bald eagle. I don't know. He didn't sign the photo release.
Here's the ferry heading over to Surrey, where Camp Chenko is, which is named after the boy who saved Jamestown. Alright, we're on the woodland trail to the glass house.
Okay, I have a really good joke idea.
Here in historic Jamestown.
Okay. If you see a rock, point it out. And then I'm gonna pretend to throw it and you say don't do that.
I don't think we're gonna do that.
Why not?
But there's no bad ideas. But I don't think
It's a
we're
glass house.
historic Jamestown. I don't know.
It's a fee area. Need to pay to get to the glass house?
I don't know. It says U.S., so I think we have a. I think we have the.
What does that symbol mean? It's just like it's like a couple people and a large bird.
Yeah.
That's nothing.
All right, so we're walking down. We're walking down to the glass house. Here's what we've done. When we were in Jamestown, I paid, I don't know, 45 bucks or something to have a membership. But apparently that's only to the U.S. national part of the park. And the part we were in earlier was the state park. But it looks like this said U.S. So I'm hoping that this is part of our membership in here in historic Jamestown.
Now we can just like flash the card and they'll be like, oh, my bad.
That guy seemed to know what that card was pretty quick.
Yeah, he did.
So we'll see as we get around the corner. We're on our way.
Oh, it's a ruin.
Well, there's a ruin and a glass blowing area.
Do you think you could make a glass house where just like keep blowing on the glass?
Why not?
Bubble.
Sure. It's pretty cool to see that bald eagle though.
Yeah, it's crazy. That was a sign from America herself.
Right. Now we're just walking in the woods. This is the woods.
It's just like there's some trees around. That's about it though.
That's what woods are.
Ah,
This is the original glass house
it's not.
from 1608. It was in demand in 17th century England. Highly skilled craftsmen and German glassmakers, referred to as Dutchmen by John Smith, arrived in the second supply and successfully completed a type of glass at James Fort. This success led to the construction of the glass house nearly a mile, M-Y-L-E, from Jamestowne, where there was plenty of sand for making glass and timber for fueling the furnaces. Let's see it.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of wild. That was the furnace.
Oh.
Working furnace, as opposed to a leisure furnace. Here is a pot kiln,
Fritting.
an annealing and fritting furnace.
Make fritters.
Yeah.
That was a demonstration. And that there is Garamond, you can tell because of the serifs.
Yeah, so I know you know a lot about.
I do. I know all about it.
Ooh, look.
Oh, whoa, it's like glowing.
Can we just go in here?
First I take out a little bit of glass from the furnace. There's about 400 pounds stored in there. And it's sort of like a bathtub
really cool. That guy's not wearing the appropriate clothes.
The last step is for the glass to go into these slow cooling ovens. If glass is left out in room temperature, it'll break in just a few minutes because it's got stress and there's nowhere for that stress to go. So slowly cooling it relieves glass of its stress, and it'll take about 12 hours.
12 hours, wow.
Process. Are there any questions?
No, it's amazing.
I think so.
Thank you so much.
Oh, of course. Thanks for visiting.
Yeah, love it.
Feel free to stick around and watch. Or
Yeah.
whatever. Oh, question? Yeah. It's like a hot pipe, right? So does hot air come back up on the top? No. So they can only transfer so far up the rod because of the length of the rod. So there's never any hot air. If you suck in, nothing happens. The bubble will collapse. Right. That's cool. Yeah. They had to make those like little glass pots. Yeah. Like the.
Yeah, I'm glad we came back for that.
The eagle was right.
The eagle was right. Well, that was really cool. I haven't seen that in a long time. What'd you think?
I really want some bottles now.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, maybe I should blow glass.
Why not?
What's
stopping you? Yeah, exactly.
Well, there's a lot stopping me. I don't have any of the materials, and I don't know how to do any of that. So, well, that's just two things.
Just two things.
Yeah.
All right. I think we're back where we belong now. We've been thrown out of the state museum. We stopped and saw some glass blowing in a bald eagle. Now we're heading in to the National Visitor Center, which includes the original 1607 fort, apparently.
I think it might be like a trail, though. I think this is like the visitor center.
Well, we'll see. There's only one way to find out. Ah, America's birthplace.
There you go.
Cradle of America. What did I say?
Yeah, you did say cradle. What's a USD area?
I don't know.
What does that mean?
I guess we'll see.
Do we have to pay to be here?
No, because I have the membership for this.
Oh.
So here's a little model of the fort that we're probably not going to see today. We may have to do this in two phases. This may be phase one, which is what we get for free. And then after that, we'll do phase two with some additional stuff. Let's go see what we can see on the path. All right, so I guess we will walk around here briefly because they are closing soon. They close at 5. Oh, here we go. Trash can.
It's closed for refurbishment.
The trash can's closed for refurbishment?
Yeah. It's good looking.
Yeah, it's nice. Here's your ships. The Discovery, which is the one I always forget. The Susan Constant. And the Godspeed.
Oh, so I was right. I said that one.
I think you said the Pinta, the Nina, and the Santa Maria.
No, I said the Mayflower, and then I said the Godspeed because of the genius.
Yes. And Susan Constant.
Nazis.
But Discovery's the one I always forget. Oh, there's that spoon I lost.
Oh, it doesn't have a handle.
That's a reproduction. So I feel like it's hard to walk and film a museum like this. At least there's nobody in here.
Yeah.
Like, do you read all this stuff? Or is this just a little sampling I can put some music to for people who might want to come here? Land of the Powhatan and his brother Opikankanu, who ordered the destruction of Jamestown. I think there's a plaque.
He did in Jamestown, but it wasn't going to be hard because they were already cannibals.
I think there's a plaque out here for Chenko.
If I remember from the book that I read, they were the people from Jamestown were already like kind of eating each other, and
Were they at Jamestown or was it at some of the other settlements?
no, they was for sure cannibals at Jamestown too.
Oh.
Well, because they didn't have any crops, they didn't know how to cultivate any of the crops here. So like there was stuff here, but they didn't know how to cultivate any of it, especially, and they didn't know what kind of what to eat during the winter, especially. So eventually the Powhatan took pity on them and was just like, here, man, this is corn.
Or as Pee Wee Herman says, maize. I don't really know what to film a lot. Like, this isn't very exciting, but what if something pops up? I can always cut it out.
What if this is
Can't add it in.
well, I mean, it could be funny. Photoshop a little, like a bird.
Oh, this is going to be a long walk.
Oh. Every part of this plant is edible except for the part that looks like a hot dog.
The fuzzy part.
Yeah.
You ever see anybody eat that and it explodes in their mouth?
Explodes in their mouth, yeah.
It's pretty funny.
It's pretty funny. But yeah, it's every other part of it is actually edible.
Look, history.
Ooh.
So I think, and we may find this out better from someone who actually knows what they're talking about. Oh yeah.
Who was playing volleyball?
All the Jamestown folks played volleyball.
They loved it.
I don't think the fort was actually here. I think it was out in the water. Like I think it's actually underwater where it is. Oh, have you seen my giant obelisk?
What was it? What was I watching the other? Oh, I was watching something about a 9-hour video on like every conspiracy theory ever.
Oh.
And one of them was an image of, and I think it was some Aztec art, but it was this god, and it looked like it was a depiction of a guy in this crazy contraption, like a machine. So everybody was like, what if it's aliens? But it didn't look like a machine to me. It looked like he was sitting on a pedestal with an obelisk behind him, and there were like fountains coming out. Like that's what it looked. It was probably about fertility, if I was to take a guess. I wonder why some of it's like black and the rest of it's fine.
I don't know.
What material do you think this is?
Rock.
I think it's limestone.
Could be. This again?
This was erected by the United States in 1907 to commemorate the 300th anniversary of the settlement here. And I'm just noticing, if you talk at it, you can kind of hear the echo.
Banana. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's very peaceful.
Yeah.
They have a little cafe.
They do.
Oh, I guess that's tickets to get into the fort.
Oh.
See, it says $15.
Is that the fort?
No. It must be the church on the way to the fort. Number 5. Memorial Church and 1617 church site. Can't quite make out what that says. What's that? It's over there. Pretty neat. Well, I imagine it's pretty expensive to maintain. So I don't mind. I don't mind paying for stuff like this. I think it's cool. I was under the impression, however, that our little membership would cover all this. It does not. But what we do have is nice. Why not be grateful? Look, cannon. Cannons. There's some free history right there, building something. And then looking out upon the mighty James River, which was once called the Powhatan. Ferry.
Did you know that he was called Powhatan because that's where he was from? It's not his real name. It's
Huh.
like a nickname.
No, I didn't know that.
Well, now you do.
And
Neither
knowing's
was
half the battle.
Pocahontas wasn't her real name either. I can't remember what her real name was.
Jane.
Samantha. No. In the Powhatan kind of society, like there wasn't such a thing as like heirs or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Because it wasn't like patrilineal. It went down like,
I think you're making up words.
no,
Oh, it's patrilineal, you know.
no, it's not. It was because it passed by brother. It was like by your sibling. So after Powhatan, it would have been his brother, and then his sister, and then when they died, her children. So his children were of no consequence.
I see.
So most of the time, he didn't have children in living with him, except for Pocahontas, who was famous for being a practical joker. And she was like the funniest one there apparently. And she was the only one who could make Powhatan smile because he was known for being very stoic. And so they called her Little Wanton.
And she was his daughter?
Yeah, she was his daughter. But she had no importance in society. She was just kind of... She was kept around as like she was just hilarious.
Huh. Yeah. You don't have to be brave if you're funny.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Here you can join the adventure. Captain John Smith and his 15-member crew launched their small open boat for Jamestown Island. That summer, the crew explored and mapped nearly 3,000 miles of Chesapeake waterways, coming into contact with many Native Americans. I just made that up because I looked away. All the while, they marveled at the woods, wetlands, and waters teeming with life.
Yeah.
I don't really see a sign over here for what these ruins are for. There's also not a sign saying don't walk over here and look at it. So.
It looks like there's kind of an elephant trail over here. So I feel confident.
That's my elephant.
I like that one.
It's kind of just my general waddling song, really. Huh.
So it's juniper.
Oh yeah.
Do you want to get some from Mom?
We have one in our yard.
Yeah, but it's not fruiting right now.
Oh. Why is this one fruiting?
I don't know. Why does anything do anything?
Ooh, look at that.
Blueberries in my ground. That's cool.
Have you ever been here?
Me?
Yeah.
Here? No. I think I went to the other building.
Oh.
Because I think I remember there being like a playground. I was very small.
Did you come with school?
Yeah, I think I did. I think we did go to school. It might have been 4th grade, like you said.
Huh. That looks like a church over there.
Yeah, kind of. It has like this ground is really
Soft.
yeah. That's what happens when you plant. What kind of grass is this? It looks like Bermuda. This is not good for our climate.
I don't know what this is. It's the
Well,
green glass of Virginia.
I'll tell you what, it definitely was not native. John Smith never saw this stuff.
Oh, John Smith. Oysters in whole banks and beds. I bet there were a lot of oysters around here. Just walking around
You're having coffee together.
like in
Alice in Wonderland.
Alice in Wonderland. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Was that? Did you talk about that in what was it? Dogma? The movie? When he's talking about atheism?
I can't remember.
Is that what he's talking about? I remember someone talking about it and how it's like a metaphor for communism.
Oh.
I don't know.
The Ambler House was built by the Ambler family in the 1750s as the centerpiece of a fine plantation estate, refined Georgian-style home. It was comparable to the elegant George Wythe House in Williamsburg. The house was burned in 2 wars, and after a third fire in 1895, was abandoned.
Bluegrass. East London, bluegrass.
Oh,
I feel like if my house got blown up 3 times, I also might move away.
yeah, 2 wars, fire.
It's like kind of a lot.
So, kind of a cursory examination of Jamestown here. So we're gonna have to do, this will be part 1, I think, is what's gonna happen. And then we'll come back and do part 2 and see the fort. And the other part we're not allowed to go to right now.
They banned us specifically. Told us
So-
never to come to that.
Didn't take us very long to wander through here, but to be fair, we didn't read all the stuff either. So,
We kind of did our own little tour.
got a little tour. I don't need anybody tell me how to tour things.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna head back to the car, and there's apparently a little drive you can take, and we'll see what that does. Unless it's closed, because it's like 4:30. Got a little bit of a late start. Still, very beautiful out here.
And they said the grounds closed at
Sundown.
sundown. So
Right.
I guess that's about the same as 5-9 and
Like 6, maybe 6:30.
I think that might be generous.
Be a pretty place for like a picnic. Picnic basket.
Ooh.
And just a little stroll. That's pretty cool. Look at this fascinating tree.
We should do like horse-drawn tours.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That would be cool. Get a little horse out here. And they could just, I would do that. If that was a job, I would do that. We could taste some of that. I really would miss it.
What would we do with it?
I don't know. Make stuff. One could make some like vitamins. I don't know. I think she expressed an interest in having juniper one time.
All right. Well, that's it. We've explored what we can of historic Jamestown, and we'll finish up the rest of it in a later video. So I will just leave you, perhaps, with this thought. Don't let your 4th grade class tell you that there wasn't cannibalism at Jamestown, because apparently there's a whole bunch of it.
There's a whole lot.
And I just learned that today. So sleep well, guys.
Eat vegetables.
Eat vegetables.
Eat